This couple is one of the richest in the world and the perfect role model for many people. However, seeing Priscilla Chan, the wife of the Facebook founder, one could not have guessed she came from very humble beginnings. They have been married for 12 solid years, yet it seems like they exchanged vows yesterday. How did they meet? What could be their secret? In this video, we will discuss everything you need to know, such as how a poor Vietnamese daughter got to marry a billionaire and their kids. Make sure to watch to the end to find out. How Priscilla and Mark met. One question that has always bogged people's minds about this popular couple is how they met. They wonder if Priscilla was indeed the daughter of a poor Vietnamese daughter, and how she met the Facebook billionaire. Priscilla Chan and Mark Zuckerberg first met at a Harvard frat party in 2003, when they were undergraduates. It was at a party hosted by Zuckerberg's fraternity, Alpha Epsilon Pi. Their paths crossed in a rather unexpected way. According to interviews with Priscilla, she recalls the moment they met as humorous. Mark was standing in line for the bathroom, and they began a conversation. The simplicity of that encounter was the beginning of a relationship that would grow into a lasting partnership.
But my best memory from Harvard is meeting Priscilla. I had just launched this prank website, Face Smash, and the ad board wanted to see me.
At the time, Zuckerberg's commitments were mostly to Facebook, but it never really affected their bond. Mark thrived to balance his academics and their relationship with growing Facebook, which was rapidly gaining popularity at the time. As his commitments grew, so did the demands of launching a tech startup that would soon dominate the social media space. Yet, through it all, Priscilla remained the anchor in his life. She understood the pressures of building a never-seen-before platform, and her down-to-earth nature was the balance Mark needed in the fast-paced, tech-driven world. No relationship is without challenges, and theirs was no exception. Mark and Priscilla's relationship faced its first major test in 2004, when Mark made the almost unbelievable decision to leave Harvard and move to Palo Alto, California, to focus on Facebook full-time. It was a critical moment for both of them, as the long distance and Mark's increasingly high-profile career could have strained their relationship. However, they found a way to stay connected, with Priscilla visiting him in California during her school breaks. Over time, the couple learned to deal with the challenges that came with Mark's career. In interviews, Priscilla has spoken about how they would make time for each other no matter how demanding Mark's schedule was. Priscilla set boundaries early on, making it clear that their relationship needed to be a priority amid the chaos of building Facebook. She famously created a relationship contract, which reportedly included clauses for spending time together and weekly dates to ensure their connection never weakened. We can easily conclude that Priscilla came from a poor background is one thing. Why don't we check out what her early life was like? Priscilla Chan's early life, humble beginnings. Priscilla Chan was born on the 24th of February 1985 in Braintree, Massachusetts, to Chinese Vietnamese refugee parents who fled Vietnam during the war. She grew up in a modest household where she was raised with strong values of hard work, education, and giving back to others. To earn a living and send the kids to school, her parents owned a Chinese restaurant, working long hours to support their family.
My parents worked as a waiter and as an accountant, and they didn't go to college, didn't speak English. They had one beacon. It's like education was the pathway to a better future.
Being the eldest of 3 daughters, she often took on the role of helping her younger sisters and assisting around the house. In a way, we could say her upbringing in a tight-knit immigrant family is responsible for her sense of compassion and obligation. In an interview with the New York Times, Priscilla looked back on her early life and said, "My parents made sacrifices for us, and that taught me the importance of working hard and helping others." The story of Priscilla Chan would not be complete without touching on her parents' journey to America. The Chan family, like many other Vietnamese immigrants during the Vietnam War, escaped a war-torn country in search of a better future for their children. The journey for refugees was one laced with danger. However, it was the only hope for escaping the devastation in Vietnam. Many refugees, including Priscilla's parents, resettled in the United States and faced many challenges. However, they knew what they were getting into, so they settled on building their lives from scratch. With the kind of life Priscilla had to endure, no one would have blamed her if she didn't do well at school, but Priscilla excelled academically. From an early age, she was recognized for her brilliance, showing a strong aptitude for both science and education. She was determined to rise above her circumstances, and that drive carried her through her school years. Education played a major role in Priscilla's life from an early age. She excelled in school and eventually earned a spot at Quincy High School, where she was known for being a dedicated student and active in extracurricular activities. According to People magazine, she was voted class genius by her peers. After high school, Priscilla was accepted into Harvard University, where she majored in biology and met her future husband, Mark Zuckerberg. During her time at Harvard, Priscilla continued to nurture her passion for helping others. She majored in biology to pursue a career in medicine. It was also during this phase of her life that the seeds of her philanthropic and educational efforts were planted. Her commitment to making a difference in the world would later come in handy in her career and the philanthropic ventures she embarked on with Zuckerberg, her husband. You may be wondering what kind of background Zuckerberg came from. He is also from a humble home like Priscilla. Keep watching to find out. Mark Zuckerberg's journey. In contrast, Mark Zuckerberg was born and raised in a privileged household. Mark grew up in Dobbs Ferry, a well-to-do suburb in Westchester County, where his father was a dentist and his mother was a psychiatrist. From an early age, Zuckerberg showed a keen interest in computers and technology. In 2002, he gained admission into Harvard University to develop his coding skills. Initially, he launched several smaller projects, including FaceMash, a site where students could rate each other's photos, which the university later shut down. However, this project made the way for something much bigger. In February 2004, while still a sophomore at Harvard, Zuckerberg created the Facebook from his dorm room alongside co-founders Eduardo Savarine, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes. At first, it was intended to be a social networking platform for Harvard students, but it soon expanded to other Ivy League universities and colleges across the country. By the end of February 2004, Facebook had amassed over 1 million users, transforming from a college networking site into a rapidly growing online platform. The platform's growth outpaced anything Zuckerberg and his co-founders had anticipated. Facebook's rise brought Zuckerberg huge fame and wealth at a young age, so much so that he became a billionaire at the age of 23. With this amount of money, it is easy to become unrecognizable, but not with Zuckerberg. He remained focused on his mission of connecting the world, even as Facebook continued to rule social media. The platform grew into one of the most influential companies globally, changing how people interact, share information, and build online communities. However, as Facebook's influence grew, so did the criticism around its impact on privacy, data security, and the ethical use of user information. Their marriage and life together. Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan took the next step in their relationship by tying the knot on the 19th of May, 2012. It was done in a beautiful and private ceremony in their backyard. The couple kept their wedding low-key, inviting only close friends and family to celebrate their special day. According to People magazine, the intimate setting included personal touches representing their relationship, like decorations featuring flowers from their garden and a home-cooked meal. Since their wedding, Priscilla has been a strong support for Mark through the various ups and downs of Facebook's development. As the platform grew from a college project into a global phenomenon, it faced numerous challenges, including privacy concerns and public analysis. Priscilla, who has a background in education and health, often provided Mark with valuable insights and emotional support during stressful times. In an interview with the CBS This Morning, Mark described Priscilla as his support system and said she runs all his plans before implementing them.
I think that's got to be true.
You run things by her,
but we also just talk about our philosophy on life, and then that ends up, having a lot of effects on, how I think about building my team at Facebook and the values with which we run the organization.
Mark and Priscilla share strong values that guide their lives together. For example, and giving back to society, CZI, which they co-founded in 2015. CZI focuses on various areas, including education reform, disease prevention, and criminal justice reform. According to Forbes, their shared vision drives them to work tirelessly for the causes they believe in. Most of the time, for this cause, they find an opportunity to involve their daughters in community service and charitable activities. One of the most mind-blowing decisions the couple made together was pledging to donate 99% of their Facebook shares to charity over their lifetime. This commitment was announced in a letter to their newborn daughter, Max. Mark explained this decision in a Facebook post. "We want to spend the rest of our lives working to make the world a better place for all children." Let that sink in for a moment. Why is it special? After all, they have the money. Look at it this way. There are many wealthy people around, but only a few people could sign off such a chunk of their fortune.
You don't love the spotlight.
I don't love the spotlight. I'm here because people told me it'd be good for CZI.
She just cares immensely about people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, solved. Yeah. Tied in a bow.
You and Mark have committed how much of your wealth to this?
Almost all of it, 99%.
But that's not all there is to this power couple. The couple also enjoys spending quality time together, whether taking family vacations, attending events, or simply relaxing at home. They share a love for adventure and often explore new places with their daughters. As reported by Time, they frequently document their travels on social media and show the world their family outings and experiences, which allows their followers to see their family and the joy they find in each other's company. Before we talk about their children and parenthood, people often ask whether Priscilla is something else apart from being a billionaire's wife. Keep watching to find out. Priscilla's career as a doctor and philanthropist. Priscilla's medical career began after graduating from Harvard with a degree in biology. She later attended medical school at the University of California, San Francisco, UCSF, where she earned her medical degree in pediatrics. Her passion for medicine, particularly in addressing children's healthcare needs, is a core aspect of her identity. Priscilla has consistently talked about her dedication to ensuring that children, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds, receive proper healthcare and education. In 2016, Priscilla took her commitment to improving children's lives to the next level by founding The Primary School, a nonprofit organization based in East Palo Alto, California. This groundbreaking school provides education, healthcare, and family support services for children and their families. Priscilla's vision for the primary school is to address the disparities in healthcare and education that affect children from low-income families, ensuring that every child has an equal opportunity to succeed. By combining education with health services, the school helps children develop not only academically, but also emotionally and physically.
Don't do a lot of interviews.
No.
Why is that?
I would rather be doing the work and then the heart of it. I'm a practitioner. I've worked in the classroom, I've worked in the clinic, and that's where I get the inspiration and the nurturing for my soul that I need, as well as being able to see and stay connected to what we need to keep our eye on in order to build a better future.
We must give props to Priscilla because other people would stop working if their husbands had Zuckerbergs. But not Priscilla. She still maintained her passion for medicine and philanthropy. She has always recognized and maintained her identity and ambitions, often working behind the scenes to make a difference in people's lives. Her work with CZI and the primary school allows her to pursue her calling without being overshadowed by the tech world, and she has become a respected figure in her own right within the fields of healthcare and education. Parenthood and their children. Now let's look into their children and parenthood. In July 2015, Mark and Priscilla announced on Facebook that they were expecting their first child after facing difficulties with 3 previous miscarriages. "This will be a new chapter in our lives," they wrote, expressing their excitement about becoming parents. Just days before Max's birth, Zuckerberg shared that he would take 2 months of paternity leave to focus on his family. He wrote on Facebook, "Priscilla and I are getting ready for our daughter's arrival. We've been thinking about how to take time off during the first months of her life. I have decided to take 2 months of paternity leave when our daughter arrives." Max was born in December 2015, and her proud parents announced her arrival with a sweet family photo, Along with the announcement, Mark and Priscilla introduced the world to the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, their philanthropic organization aimed at advancing human potential and promoting equality. It was also that period when they revealed their plan to donate a huge sum of money to charitable causes during their lifetime. This is one of the perks of having rich parents. Imagine your parents donating so much fortune to commemorate your birth. In a heartfelt letter to Max, they wrote, "Max, we love you and feel a great responsibility to leave the world a better place for you and all children." In March 2017, the couple announced they were expecting their second child. They also shared their struggles to conceive again, after which they expressed their happiness and relief when they learned they were having another healthy baby. "We weren't sure if we'd be able to have another child," Zuckerberg shared on Facebook. "Our first hope was that the child would be healthy, and my next hope was that it would be another girl." In August 2017, whom they accurately named August, Zuckerberg shared his excitement on Facebook, writing, "August, we love you so much, and we're so excited to go on this adventure with you. We wish you a life of joy, love, and the same hope you give us." In 2019, Mark Zuckerberg and his wife, Priscilla Chan, were dealing with one of the common struggles of parenting, lack of sleep. With 2 young daughters, Priscilla had difficulty staying asleep through the night as she had to wake up many times to check the time on her phone to see if the kids might wake up soon. Unfortunately, this habit caused her more stress, making it harder for her to fall back asleep. Guess what Zuckerberg did? To help his wife get better rest, the concerned husband used his engineering skills to create a sleep box. When placed on Priscilla's nightstand, this small device emits a faint light between 6 and 7 a.m., signaling whether it's time to wake up. If the light is not on, she knows she can go back to sleep without the stress of checking the time on her phone. In an Instagram post, Zuckerberg explained, "Being a mom is hard, and since we've had kids, Priscilla has had trouble sleeping through the night. As an engineer, building a device to help my partner sleep better is one of the best ways I can think of to express my love and gratitude." Dr. Deirdre Conroy, a sleep expert and clinical director at the University of Michigan's Behavioral Sleep Medicine program, supported Zuckerberg's idea. She said sleep problems are common among new parents, and the habit of checking the time during the night often triggers anxiety and disrupts sleep. Removing that cue for anxiety about how much time she has left to sleep could be helping her sleep through the night, Conroy said. In September 2022, Zuckerberg and Chan announced they were expecting their third child. "Lots of love. Happy to share that Max and August are getting a new baby sister next year," Zuckerberg wrote in a social media post featuring a family photo. In February 2023, Mark shared a glimpse of Priscilla's pregnancy in a birthday post, joking that their daughter August refers to Priscilla as the main character in our family. The following month, on March 2023, they welcomed their third daughter, Aurelia Chan Zuckerberg. Mark posted, "Welcome to the world, Aurelia Chan Zuckerberg. You're such a little blessing." Becoming parents has in no small way changed Mark and Priscilla's outlook on life and work. In interviews with the New York Times, both have expressed how parenthood has shifted their priorities. Mark has talked about the importance of being present for his daughters, saying, "Having kids has made me more focused on what really matters in life." Priscilla shared this sentiment, stating that being a mother has deepened her understanding of families' challenges, increasing her passion for her work at the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, CZI. Also, balancing parenthood with their busy careers and public roles can be challenging. As the CEO of Meta, Mark has a demanding job that requires significant time and energy. However, he is committed to making family time a priority. According to People magazine, Mark has implemented a flexible work schedule that allows him to spend quality time with Max and August, whether attending school events or enjoying family outings. As for Priscilla, she has managed a busy schedule where she juggles her role as a pediatrician, philanthropist, and mother. As reported by Vogue, she believes that being a hands-on parent is essential. She often shares stories about reading to her daughters and taking them to the park. This shows that they create time and enjoy simple moments together. Both Mark and Priscilla have learned to communicate openly about their responsibilities, which allows them to support each other in their roles as parents and professionals. Mark and Priscilla have often spoken about how they aim to keep their children disciplined despite their wealth. In an interview with CBS, they revealed that Max and August have household chores and responsibilities. "We don't give them everything," Mark shared, with Priscilla adding, "We also take them to work with us so they can see what we do and how we contribute to the world." When it comes to Chan and Zuckerberg, their wealth will always be a subject of discussion. However important it is, Priscilla is dedicated to raising their children with humility. She has openly discussed the importance of teaching Max and August about gratitude and kindness. In an interview with Glamour, Priscilla mentioned, "We want our kids to understand that not everyone has the same opportunities. It's important to us that they grow up with a sense of empathy and social responsibility." This commitment to humility shows in how they approach their family life. For example, they encourage their daughters to participate in community service and engage in discussions about giving back to others. More than that, Mark and Priscilla believe that education is a vital foundation for their children's future. They have already started discussing various topics with Max and August, encouraging them to ask questions and explore their interests. According to Forbes, they aim to create an environment that encourages curiosity and a love for learning, which aligns with their work in education through their foundation. Last but not least, social responsibility is another key aspect of their parenting philosophy. Mark and Priscilla never shy from discussing the importance of giving back to the community and being active participants in social issues. They often involve Max and August in activities that promote awareness and kindness. In an interview with Time, Mark expressed, "We want our kids to grow up knowing they can make a difference in the world." This belief drives their involvement in various charitable efforts, encouraging their daughters to understand the impact they can have on others' lives. Where are they today? Today, Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan are busy balancing their careers, charitable work, and family life. As parents of 3 young daughters, they make efforts to create a nurturing environment at home while also managing their roles as public figures. Mark, being the co-founder of Facebook and CEO of Meta, has a demanding job that requires a lot of his time and energy. However, he makes a conscious effort to prioritize family moments. He often shares peeks of their family life on social media, showing how important it is for him to be present for his daughters. From family game nights to outings in nature, Mark and Priscilla work hard to balance their busy professional lives and family commitments. Balancing their roles as public figures while trying to maintain some privacy is no doubt challenging. They cannot help being in the spotlight, but they have shared that they prioritize keeping certain aspects of their lives private. In interviews with Vogue, they mentioned how they try to keep their daughters from the media and maintain a sense of privacy for their family. They aim to ensure that Max, August, and Aurelia have a normal upbringing, despite the pressures of being in such an influential family. Regarding their home life, the couple has disclosed the importance of creating a loving and supportive environment for their children. Their home is designed to be where the family can bond and enjoy each other's company. In one interview with Glamour, they emphasize the value of family dinners and quality time spent together, which helps them stay connected despite their busy schedules. Now, let's talk about how social Zuckerberg and Chan are. For people of their social and financial status, the couple has kept much of their family life private. However, they have shared a few heartwarming moments over the years. One such occasion was attending a Taylor Swift concert in July 2023 and celebrating Zuckerberg's 40th birthday on May 2024. What do you think of Priscilla Chan and her husband Mark Zuckerberg? What do you admire the most about their relationship? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.